Charles Stockwell. And now for the home team, LFC IA Mississauga. Starting number 6, Aaliyah Reyes. Number 7, Gabriela Ventura. Number 8, Carmen Porco. Number 9, Sarah DeLuca. Number 10, Sophia Macri. Number 11, Jessica Peng. Number 17, Hannah Varga. Number 18, Blake Shepard. Number 22, Sune Noel. Number 24, Silu Meng. And number 33, Malia McKenney. And now introducing our match officials who were appointed for today's OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield match. Referee Vanessa DiMasso, Assistant Referee Essence Chin, Assistant Referee Kansas McNichol, and our fourth official, Nava Rajabi. Ontario Soccer and the Ontario Player Development League. In today's Under 14 Girls Division OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield match, please put your hands together for the away team dressed in white and black, Markham Soccer Club. Our home team is dressed in red. Please welcome LFC IA Mississauga. We are honored to have some special guests joining us today. Head Coach, National Development Centre, Ontario, Melissa Bigg. It's now time to recognize this year's Under-14 Girls Division OPDL League Champions, LFC IA Mississauga. We invite the team captain to come forward and accept the OPDL League Champions Trophy and League Champions banner on behalf of the team and club. Fans, a big hand for your 2025 OPDL League Champions. And now, we ask everyone who's able to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. At Ontario Soccer, we strive to protect our match officials from the physical and mental health impacts of bullying and harassment. Some kindness and respect go a long way and are essential to keeping soccer safe. Let's all be fair and respectful and remember, no ref, no game.
Soccer fans, welcome into day 2 of the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield Finals. And we're going to kick off the first of 4 matches today with the Under-14 Girls Final between Liverpool Football Club International Academy Mississauga and Markham Soccer Club. This should be a phenomenal matchup here with your OPDL champions in LFC IA Mississauga taking the pitch here, trying to complete a dream season by hoisting the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. We're coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Indoor Stadium Field, and let's start with the team lineups. And we already mentioned Liverpool, so let's have a look at them with the LFC IA Mississauga starting 11. And they've got McCannany between the sticks wearing number 33. Some players to key in on for them today. Keep an eye on Macri wearing number 10, Sophia Macri. And of course, Carmen Porco, those two, a dynamic duo. A lot of threats on this squad. Noelle, number 22, she's an impact player for them as well. And there you get a look at Noelle and her squad as they get set to take the pitch here against Markham. Liverpool wearing their all red kits, white numbers on the back. Markham will come out wearing white shirts, black shorts with a green stripe, white socks. And there you get a look at the Markham starting 11 with Mia Molela between the sticks for them in this match. Couple of players you'll want to tab include Harlow Stockwell and Chloe Lee Wing. Just a couple of Markham players that could have an impact here today. Alongside Dennis. Zariah Dennis, certainly a threat as well along the left wing today for Markham. We're just moments away from the opening kickoff as you're tuned in to the Under-14 Girls Final at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center. And this event would not be possible without our key partners, Toronto FC, the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as co-presenting partner of the OPDL, the province's youth high-performance program. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. The Canadian Premier League and Gatorade. Don't forget, today's OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield action is fueled by Gatorade, scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Liverpool gets set to kick us off, working left to right across your monitor, as Hannah Varga stands over top the ball. And you're tuned in to our live stream broadcast here at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. And we're underway here in the Under-14 Girls Final. We're playing 4 10-minute quarters in the Under-14 division. So a little bit of a different format to the 4 matches we saw yesterday. And you'll hear the buzzer at the 10-minute mark. Markham looking for possession from the throw. Neither team getting clean-cut control right now as it's knocked out for a third time within 30 seconds. And why not? 4 and 40. Looking for an option from the throw was Phillips. Flicked on there by Smith. But Markham turned possession over, and now Varga controls. Her back pass intercepted. It was Stockwell in possession momentarily before it gets jarred loose. Markham reset through the midfield. Turning and looking for an option was Fiona Smith. She drops back. Good first touch there by Kendall Phillips. And now Markham work it through the far side. Controlled there by Victoria Wright. Eventually it finds its way to a Liverpool center back, and now controlled up here by Blake Shepard. She finds a good ball through the middle and sending Varga on the run. Varga, but the flag goes up, and that suspenseful moment would turn out not to be. Have a look at the replay here. It was a good through ball, but Varga unable to curl or time the run enough to stay onside. But good opening pace to this match from both squads as it's controlled here by Sulo-Meng. Ball played out wide now as Liverpool try to get on the attacking side of half. Quickly it's dispossessed. Stepping up though with good anticipation is Shepard. Now Varga's onside. Varga breaking in, but beautiful defending there as coming over and making a big play for the keeper Molela to come off her line and collect. It was a great defensive effort as that ball headed on by Dennis. And there for that tackle was Violet Phillips for Markham. That was a huge tackle as she tracked back from that left back position into a central role to make the stop. Play continuing on there with Tudor advancing the ball out wide. She had it back momentarily, picks it up again now, plays it through the middle, but I think she confused our match official with a teammate, and Liverpool were able to take advantage by dispossessing. Good quick touch there by Chloe Lee Wing, as now it's controlled by Tudor. Played out wide, stepping up, nice tackle there from LFC IA, as that was Carmen Porco making the defensive stance. Approaching the midway mark of the quarter again. 4 10-minute quarters, so the action moves fast. As Markham try to move it quickly through the midfield as they nearly picked out that threat up there in the form of Dennis. But unfortunately, it was just out of Zariah Dennis's range. Hannah Varga, nice little back pass as Mississauga try move it up. Little touch enough by Jessica Pang to keep the play alive before it's knocked out for a Mississauga throw. Well, 4 very closely contested matches yesterday. 2 going to penalties, the other 2 just 1-goal results. And as is the case seemingly every October at the Gary Miller Charity Shield, it's intense action pitch side. Good step-up tackle there. Now Mississauga try something in transition. Heavy touch, but they will control before Phillips comes in and is able to wrestle it away from Soraya DeLuca. DeLuca made a nice play initially for Mississauga, but couldn't hold possession too long. Good little back heel there as Phillips battles for it. Stepping up with the extra touch was Lee Wing, and now she opens up out wide for Markham. Lee Wing crosses that one in. Good, flag stays down. Continuing to press here is Stockwell. Drops back, and the shot from Lee Wing. As the flag goes up throughout the sequence, but not on the initial play to Stockwell, and ultimately the shot from Lee Wing was inconsequential. Have a look though. There's Stockwell with the initial chance, and then in dropping back, and maybe it was from that initial sequence, just a bit of a light flag. But Liverpool skirt that danger, and now they'll try build up quality possession. Quickly it's knocked back towards their defensive third. Volleying that one forward for Markham is Fiona Smith, but charging off her line to collect is McEnany. McEnany looking to drop this one out, and she puts a quality boot behind that kick as Varga contends for possession. Good defensive coverage there from Farah as she knocks it out for a Mississauga throw. Appeals for a handball, nothing doing, as I spoke too soon. They do award the free kick. Nicely dealt with there by the Liverpool center back, and now they look for transition up the pitch as Jessica Pang got stepped into, and she draws a free kick for LFC IA Mississauga. So both teams looking for opportunities to break through as the pace picking up a little bit here across the midway mark of the first quarter. And let's see what Liverpool can do with this set piece with Soraya DeLuca on top of the ball. DeLuca looking for options in the box here. 7 red jerseys in and around the penalty area. She puts it on target after a single bounce, and that's a fairly routine save there for Malela. Malela with a good drop kick that clears the half. On a bounce, dealt with by the volley of Sophia Macri. Brought down as controlling was Ventura. She got stepped into, and now Stockwell trying to make a run. Stockwell trying to cause havoc here for the defender in Meng, but she deals with it tidily and quickly knocks it out for a throw. Kalogiros, she plays that right-winged attacking spot for Markham and opted to leave the throw for a teammate. Ball knocked around as Smith plays it to a more central role. Checking back is Lee Wing. Smith pushes further wide before it comes back. Varga was closing with pace there on the defender in the form of Wright, and now after it's knocked around, Liverpool have a throw at the edge of the 18. Approaching the first quarter break here, 9th minute of play. As Markham trying to press for a breakthrough here. Stockwell in possession. Stripped away and cleared up the pitch by Pang. Not across half as Markham try to keep them pinned in. Phillips. Tudor, she tries to earn a call, nothing doing, and now Pang controls. There's a good ball ahead for Varga. Varga trying to take on the defender in the form of Wright. Varga squaring up, plays the right-footed ball towards the penalty area. Appeals for a handball, nothing doing though. A little bit awkward by the defender, but that would have been a harsh penalty to award. And then appeals for something here. Referee's got to make a decision and awards the free kick to Liverpool. Calogiros, the player there, wearing number 20 for Markham, committing the infraction when she fell to the turf, played it with her hands. And now a set-piece opportunity for LFC IA Mississauga, a chance to make an impact here. Ball played in, right on target. Good punch there by Mia Molela. She comes up with her best save of the match so far. And Markham do well not to concede a corner out of that sequence either. It'll be a throw deep in the corner here for Mississauga as Macri gets set to take the toss. Looking for options and movement off the ball. Tossed in towards the penalty area. There's a low cross initially blocked out. Both teams continue to battle for it. Stockwell gets a touch for Markham, and now Tudor leading the counter-attack, but a heavy touch there and possession turned over. Trying to thread the needle intended for Reyes, but that was broken up. As Meng got the defensive touch and now trying to control is Shepard. Knocked away from her. Mississauga have it here with Reyes in possession, but not for long as Markham win the throw-in. We've hit the 10-minute mark. Play continuing on, and we'll have to see when the break does come. Markham continue to work the line here. Possession turned over, now Macri has control. She plays that one back for Noel. That ball turned over. Stockwell. Noel tries to check her. Tudor tried to hit it back to Stockwell, but a little too much pace behind it, and that's going to travel out for a goal kick. From the restart, Liverpool keep it short with Meng. Well controlled by Reyes along the line. Ball chipped up, Varga trying to turn and burn. Varga gets the outside. Varga with pace. Defenders staying stride for stride with her. Draws the cross back, but dealt with nicely there by Markham's backline. Controlled here by Shepard. Shepard whips a crossover, but Smith there for the breakup, and Mississauga try queue up again here with Macri in possession. Her ball picked off by Smith. A couple of great defensive anticipation moves there by Smith, but good anticipation back the other way as a shot from distance and a clattering tackle on Jessica Pang. No call to come, and it's out for a goal kick. Markham keep it short from the restart, playing it out to the far corner. Battle along the midfield, and that's knocked out as Calogiros wins her team a throw-in. Looking for options. Initially intercepted before Smith retains. Headed back by Varga. Tudor wants the call, nothing doing there as DeLuca comes away with it. Back to the keeper Molela, who's under pressure here. Oh, and that was nearly a dunk as Reyes closed in with serious pace. And Molela is lucky that that bounced the way it did. That could have easily ended up in the back of her own net. So Markham cut it as close as you can, but skirt the danger, and now they're trying to brew some of their own. Here goes Phillips working the near side flank, gets around the first tackle, cuts inside, still in possession, whips the cross through the 18, but no one there in white, and the keeper McCannany will secure that with ease. McCannany opts to bowl that one out as it's controlled by Meng. Her pass intercepted by Phillips. Here comes Stockwell. Stockwell trying to turn into a shooting lane. Closed down nicely there by Soleil Noel. LFC IA Mississauga looking to work something up ahead for Varga. She's running with pace. Varga trying to close on the defender, and as she went for the ball, she had to go through the player in the form of Victoria Wright, and she commits the foul. Have another look at that. As Varga, you can see closing with intensity and speed, but didn't quite have the angle to make that physical play and commits the foul in doing so. Good pace, good back and forth flow. Feels like something's going to come here at some point in this match as both teams start to generate chances of more consequence. Working the far touchline, but that one out of play, and it'll go for a Markham throw. Ball tossed up the line, but not for long as Smith tries to control. Spun around was Pang, but she had it. Smith picks her pocket nicely. Pang quickly gets it back. Jessica Pang trying to cut back through the middle here. Smith there to intercept. Ball jars itself over to Reyes. Reyes, she's got some time, she's got some space, tries to cut one back to the near side. That was obstructed, and now Macri has a play below us. Macri cutting inside, left-footed ball ahead for Varga. Ricochets off an odd bounce, but Reyes takes control. Reyes runs out of real estate. Nice job there by her numerical counterpart in Violet Phillips, as Phillips will take the throw here for Markham. Plays ahead, Zariah Dennis. Dennis tries to feed that one forward. Stockwell unable to get to that. Headed away by Reyes. Stockwell taking possession. Lee Wing. Dennis. Dennis cuts inside nicely. Tries to play that back over, but it's broken up. Fast ball there by Wright. It's going to take a bounce. Keeper nearly misplayed it, but a quick adjustment there by McCannady, and she's able to make the save. Varga looking for a flick on. Wright getting to it initially. Appeals for a handball. Nothing doing. Play continuing on. Reyes trying to make a run through here, but that's dealt with cleanly by the defender in Phillips. Lee Wing through the middle. Smith. She plays a left-footed ball ahead, but stepping up was Meng for Mississauga. Mississauga control through the midfield with Shepard. Nice little 1-2 there, working it with DeLuca. DeLuca playing it up the line for Reyes. Reyes trying to draw one over, but she's offside. And in the 17th minute, it puts an end to that sequence. Markham restarting short with Lee Wing in possession. She plays through the middle for Tudor. This could be of something as Tudor gets past the first defender. Plays out wide for Dennis. Dennis trying to square up against the defenders here. Right-footed cross right towards the net is a slight bobble from the keeper McCannany, but she quickly recovered before Stockwell could pounce. Meng receiving it from her keeper. Playing it out wide for Macri. Back through the middle. Nice little high touch there from Shepard. Varga able to turn past the defender. Varga tried to play it through, but dealt with nicely by Wright. Varga still in possession. Tudor closing down, but it finds its way back to Varga. Varga squaring up. Through ball. Reyes making the run. She's in clean. No, she's not. It's offside. That must have been close. In real time, looked like she had her good positioning there. Let's get another look at the replay. Tough to see. Can't see it out wide enough when she starts the run at the timing of the impact on the ball. So regardless, a good chance for Liverpool, good creation, and they continue to look for positive opportunities like that. Controlled by Noel. Playing it wide. They'll cut through the middle again. As Varga, nice little flick on, but it'll be dealt with by Markham defensively. Lee Wing, good little touch, and now Smith has some room to run, but she's immediately closed down by DeLuca as she tried to cut back inside instead of taking it wide. Reyes looking for the overlap, run by Varga, who continues to battle. Reyes chips that inside the penalty area. Off a bounce, there could be a chance here as contending was Ventura. Headed on by Reyes. Varga trying to take it down for the left-footed volley. Off the post and in! Hannah Varga in the 20th minute gives LFC IA Mississauga the 1-0 lead here in the Under-14 Girls Final of the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. Have a look at the replay. What a strike by Varga. Great control to bring it down. Left-footed volley from outside the area. The keeper, Molela, got a touch. It went off the post and in. Power, precision, and perfection on that volley from Hannah Varga. Let's see how Markham respond. Well, they'll call the break. And I guess we're playing two 20-minute halves today. As at the halftime break, it's LFC IA Mississauga 1, Markham 0. There you see the graphic. Hannah Varga with the goal at the 20th minute mark, and a big one to put them in front. Here are your first half match stats, as despite Markham not registering a true shot on target, they did have a couple of threatening looks, but on paper, it looks like it's been all Mississauga in this match. Maybe a little misleading, truly closer than it's been, but truly closer than the stats would indicate in this one. But before we take the break, let's get a quick sponsor read in here because, well, we got to pay the bills. And we remind you that as the Bank of Soccer with decades of investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to boldly grow the good in business and life by growing our beautiful game. We are honored to work with BMO as lead partner of Ontario Soccer's grassroots empowerment initiatives and newly announced digital platform, My Soccer, powered by BMO, a cutting-edge app and media platform set to revolutionize the soccer experience for players, coaches, officials, fans, and families throughout Ontario. 4 20-minute quarters. That's what we're playing, of course. Of course. First quarter break. We'll be back with the second quarter of action here at the Under-14 Girls Final, the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield
merchandise booth to get all your Gary Miller Charity Shield swag. The booth is located in the lower lobby of the Danston Automotive Soccer Center. All Gary Miller Charity Shield games are being broadcast live on the My Soccer app. Download the app and don't miss a minute of the action. Entering the game for Markham, number 16, Juliana Petta, and number 96, Angelina Rose DiCarlo. Entering the game for LFC IA Mississauga, number 12, Victoria Gardanis.
All right, fans, welcome back to the action as we kick off the second quarter here with LFC IA Mississauga leading 1-0 over Markham in the under-14 Girls Final of the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. Liverpool kicking us off here to begin the second quarter, playing 4 20-minute quarters in this one, as it was a goal right at the end of the first quarter break by Hannah Varga that's been the lone impact and difference maker in this match so far. Liverpool continue to work left to right across your screen, and now they push the ball ahead as stepping in there was Gardanis to create some space for a teammate. Ball drawn back by Varga. Peng. Gardanis in control. Pushes that one over to Shepard. Shepard cuts back inside. Looking for Peng. She had it momentarily before it was knocked away. Good header there by DeLuca. And now Varga tried to flick on there, but it didn't quite work out. Tudor in possession as she shakes the defender and gets a couple of audible O's from the crowd with that fancy footwork. Coming off her line to collect is McEnany just before Stockwell could get there for Markham. Harlow Stockwell, the primary attacking threat up front so far in this match for Markham. They're looking to have her make an impact with some of the great service options. But right now they're struggling to get quality possession on the attacking side of half, though. Win a throw in here and try reset. Phillips. Tudor. She's closed down immediately, but a foul committed in the act by Blake Shepard, and a free kick will come here for Markham. Victoria Wright, one of the captains for Markham today, standing over top the ball, set to play something in towards the penalty area. Good right-footed ball by Wright. Headed on nicely by Tudor, but unable to track to that one was the call-up, Angelina Rose DiCarlo. Meng receiving it from the goal kick short. Possession turned over on a good play by Dennis. Dennis stepping over, opening up an outlet there for Phillips, who continues to battle alongside Macri. Macri clears it before Lee Wing knocks it out of touch. Sophia Macri gets set to take the throw here for LFC IA Mississauga, as Lee Wing comes up with it and plays it over to Tudor for Markham. Dropping it back now as that's controlled by Kendall Phillips. Lee Wing tries a knock from distance, ricocheting around. Neither team has clear possession yet, and now Peng able to clear the danger for Mississauga, and here goes Varga. She plays a through ball and running onto it with pace. This could be dangerous. Noel, oh, check that. A good save there by Molela as she came off her line to snipe that off the foot of the charging Liverpool player. As that was Gardanis, and she's on it again. Gardanis trying to advance it over to Varga. Gardanis coming on as the substitute a few minutes ago for Mississauga, and she nearly had a chance to double their lead to 2. Well, she did, but a great charge off the line by the keeper. Reyes turning. She's had a couple of threats in the opening quarter. Let's see what she can make happen here as she gets it back from Pang, and that shot attempt never found its way on target. Porco. Stockwell trying to run onto it. Tudor's going to get it from Markham. Tudor trying to split the D, but coming over with a safe clearance is Macri. As they're going to be able to keep the ball in play here, and good hustle as Meng takes control after the touch from Porco. At the half, the ball goes out for a Markham throw as we're into the 25th minute of action. And remind you to download the My Soccer app for all the exclusive content, including player of the game interviews post-match you won't be able to find anywhere else. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Good hustle, good gutsy effort there by Soraya DeLuca. She continues to battle and gets the ball through to Varga. Pang with a shot from distance, and that sails wide of target. But Jessica Pang and LFC IA Mississauga continue to create. And they continue to work for a tally that could double their lead to 2. As the match goes, they seem to be more in control. And Markham hoping for counterattacks or mistakes that could lead to something, as Stockwell works the ball now off that mistake from Noel. Stockwell through the middle looking for Lee Wing, but that's broken up. And now Gardenis onto it for Liverpool. Ball through the middle, and Phillips will that's Shepard who takes control. Her through ball will see the keeper Molela come outside of her area to clear the danger. Good defensive work there by DeLuca as it's played ahead now, and with time and space, Shepard can get something going here for Mississauga. Great looping ball over to Varga. Oh, as Pang was actually the player on it and fouled. And with Varga's shot not proving to be a threat, the foul called, no advantage there. And a quality set piece free kick to come. There you get a look at the replay, and that's Pang who got fouled after receiving that perfect cross. And now Mississauga will have a free kick opportunity, almost direct center to goal. Maybe 19 yards out at most. This is about as dangerous of a chance as you can get. For now, a 4-player wall. They'll add a 5th in to defend as Pang gets set to take the free kick for LFC IA Mississauga, up 1-0. Pang drills it, it's off the wall and out for a corner. Well, it would have been interesting if she cleared the wall. That might have had a chance, but the wall stands tall, does its job. Have a look at the replay here. And that gutsy block supplied by Juliana Petta for Markham. And now Mississauga work from the corner, setting up for an in-swinger. Good ball delivered off the corner as it gets headed down, appeals for a second corner, and it will be granted. Markham's fans don't like this call, but Liverpool will have a chance to do it again here. Pang setting up for the corner. She's got the short option right beside her in Shepard. Pang setting up for the outswinger. Delivers a good ball right to the penalty spot. Dealt with by a defender, but not fully clear. Shot attempt, that's blocked out as leashing it was DeLuca. Ball cleared out to Macri. Macri tries to push it back in, making the run. Gardenis offside, and that'll put an end to any threat that time for LFC IA Mississauga. Well, they continue to press, they continue to work hard, and it feels like it's just a matter of time before they can double their lead here. Already up 1-0 in the U14 Girls Final of the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. Reyes contending on that one. Markham have got to try find a spark and get something going with quality possession on the attacking side of half. Controlled here by Wright. She'll take the space in front of her, deliver the ball forward before it's knocked out of play, and goes for a Markham throw after the touch from DeLuca. We're going to get a substitution before the throw, though.
Number 11, Emma Osiello.
As Emma Osiello comes into this match. And for the time being, Kendall Phillips to the bench. Stockwell chips that one forward. It was actually checked at the call-up. DiCarlo, as Stockwell in the more central position, was looking for reception. Couldn't get to it, and ultimately out for a goal kick. Ontario soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. Here go Mississauga into the penalty area. Varga draws the crossover over the head of the teammate in Reyes, but it's picked up now by Shepard. Shepard down low to the goal line, off the defender, sliding there. Good tackle laid out by Chloe Lee Wing. And it's out for a corner, but have a look at the replay as Mississauga continue to work that left flank, this time Varga running onto it, and it'll result in a corner. Setting up for the outswinger as Pang delivers a good ball in again, and off a header, tidily saved there by the keeper, Molela. Meng was on the receiving end of that cross for the heading attempt. But from the distance she had, it was a fairly routine save for Molela. Phillips. Oh, it's Violet Phillips. Controlled now by Shepard. Nice little 1-2 as she gets it back. Plays it through the middle here for Pang. Pang, she tries to feed the through ball for Varga, initially broken up. Shepard, oh, nice step over by Fiona Smith. She's had some fancy footwork throughout this match for Markham. Phillips tracking over for Markham, as Violet Phillips does well to shield it and win the throw. Macri, unable to control as Tudor comes away with it. Extra support there in the form of DeLuca, and now Liverpool have it again with Shepard. Tudor, she's able to poke that free, but Soleil Noel will come up to take control from Mississauga. Cutting back inside, nice play there by Porco. Controlled now by Pang. Feeding that ball ahead as Gardanis running into the corner. Gardanis, heavy touch, and ultimately out for a goal kick. So 33rd minute of action, and Liverpool continue to hold that 1-0 lead, with the goal coming in the 20th minute from Hannah Varga on that great left-footed volley from outside the penalty area that went off the fingertips of the keeper, off the post, and into the back of the net. Nice move there by Tudor. She opens up some space, tries to draw back in front for Smith, but broken up by Noel, and Liverpool looking for a quick counter now. Controlling it is Porco. She runs it up the flank, cuts inside for Pang. Pang chips that one ahead. Gardanis running onto it, and she'll knock it home! The flag stays down, and Liverpool have doubled their tally. Victoria Gardanis off the bench as a substitute, and onto the score sheet in the 34th minute, making it 2-0 for LFC IA Mississauga. Great look at the replay. She finished that off with composure, and Gardanis makes it 2-0. As we mentioned it felt like it was building. It felt like at some point it was going to come. Just the relentless pressure. And Gardanis in the 34th minute doubles the tally to 2. Let's see how Markham respond now. Lee Wing tries to take it down low. Heavy touch though, and that's going to be out for a goal kick. Well, they were your OPDL season champions, LFC IA Mississauga, and we mentioned it off the top, hoping for that dream season to be completed here today. They're still far from the final whistle, but through 35 minutes of play, sitting nice up 2-0. Defensively, Porco, Noel. You don't want to give Markham any hope, though, as that touch from DiCarlo couldn't find a teammate. And so far in this match, Liverpool have done well to keep Markham relatively docile. Shepard, nice touch ahead for Pang. She tries the ball over to Varga. Varga possessing, trying to hit Reyes into the penalty area, but the flag goes up and that's an offside. Reyes has had a little bit of difficulty timing that run to stay onside. That's the second or third time she's been whistled offside in this match. But she is a speedy threat and she does continue to create, so you take the good with the bad and you let her run and let her create to the best of her abilities, living with those odd offside calls. Right. Playing it out wide. Ooh, dispossessed on the pressure. Nice job initially, but recovering was Phillips. Good job by the defender, Violet Phillips, to recover after she was initially pressed by Varga. Approaching the second quarter break, the halftime break, as we're playing 4 20-minute quarters here today in the under-14 division. First of 4 matches on the day, as up next we will have the under-16 boys final between Ottawa South United and Pickering FC. Markham working the far touchline where Phillips holds control. That's off of Varga and out for another Markham throw. Phillips wanted the handball called, but nothing doing. And why not give him another throw? Playing a little more through the middle there with Smith in possession. Tudor laying it back for Smith. Markham trying to get something going, but Shepard with the initial block. Smith turns, makes the touch over to Lee Wing. Lee Wing under pressure. She loses it. She got knocked at the end of it, but no call. Here goes Pang. Pang looking for something. Nothing doing. Handball that time, and that time Markham do get the whistle. There you see the clear handball from Jessica Pang. As Markham restart with a well-struck free kick by Victoria Wright, sending it towards the penalty area. Stockwell pressing, and she earns her team a throw-in inside the attacking third. So Markham will try get a little jump in their step here and create something of significance. Stockwell receiving it from the throw, but quickly dispossessed. Markham do receive it back with Petta playing it in. Knocked down, but Lee Wing controls. Lee Wing dishes that one off to Violet Phillips. Phillips chipping ahead for DiCarlo before she's dispossessed. And now here goes DeLuca for Mississauga. Knocked out of touch. No risk there from Victoria Wright. She makes the safe play, giving up the throw. Varga trying to turn past the defender, opens up a cross. Initially cleared, now controlled by Smith. And Wright gets a full clearance. Good job by DiCarlo, nearly held it in, but it's actually out for the throw. Porco. DiCarlo playing it through the middle. That's intercepted by DeLuca. Now Reyes on it, but again an offside called against Alia Reyes, and she continues to have some difficulties in timing that run. Fiona Smith. Good left-footed ball ahead for Dennis. She darted a leg at it but couldn't control it through the air. And it's out for a Mississauga throw as we approach the halftime break. Quickly out again, and it goes for a Markham throw. And a reminder that Ontario Soccer is thrilled to once again collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. So you heard it there, a minimum of 1 minute of added time to finish out the first half here. As Liverpool looking to press and try and make it 3 before the break, but nothing doing that time with Shepard unable to control. Nice job by Dennis to evade a couple of would-be tacklers. Dennis continues to press for Markham. Dennis nearly got to that ahead of Noel, but now Varga turning on the attacking side of half here for Mississauga. Varga playing ahead for Gardanis. Can she get to that? Off the line comes Molela and then diving back to get it before Gardanis could get a foot to it. So Mia Molela has conceded twice, but she's also made some big saves in this opening half for Markham. And even though her drop kick into the rafters, she'll get to do it again, and she continues to play strong in goal for Markham despite conceding twice. Varga comes up with control, tries to hit to Pang. Nothing doing that time. And that'll do it for the halftime break. So through 40 minutes of play, it's LFC IA Mississauga 2, Markham 0, as goals from Varga in the 20th and Gardanis in the 34th. And Liverpool firmly in control here, as we'll get a look at your first half stats. And at the second quarter break, there you get a look at the stats. And I mentioned it at the end of the first quarter, the stats might have been a little misleading, but hard to argue with them now, because at the half it's been all Mississauga. Shot attempts 7-1, shots on target 4-0 in favor of Liverpool. 6 offsides, a combined 7 fouls, but most importantly, the scoreline reads Liverpool International Academy Mississauga 2, Markham 0. Folks, we'll step aside for our halftime break here, and we'll be back with the second half of action as you're tuned in to the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Number 7 Auto Mall today.
This is Canadian soccer. Not borrowed, not copied. Born of cold mornings, long roads, and wide open skies. Built in small towns and rising cities. The game moves fast. The pressure's real. Tackles sting. And the moments, they don't fade.
Oh my goodness me! You cannot give him that much time and space!
Every match pushes us forward. Every touch, a step higher. This is the Canadian Premier League on TSN.
I bet you thought that was going to hit me. The Gary Miller Charity Shield silent auction is now live on opdl.ca. Scan the QR code on the screen to see all the amazing items. Let's help raise money for SickKids and other charities at this year's event. Auction ends Sunday at 9 p.m.
For me, my soccer journey in OPDL started with Markham FC. At the time I played for Pickering, but I had moved to Markham to play there. I played in there for a couple of years, had a lot of joy there, did really well with the team. The team was really good.
The OPDL provided the environment for real elite class players to play against each other consistently, and so that definitely helped Jade to raise her game and to become the player that she is today.
It allowed her to develop to her potential and also be visible. Everyone knew about Jade. When you're in the OPDL program and you're good, people are going to know. It's set up to identify those players.
I think they're lost. There's no game on today.
Where is everyone? Do we know that guy?
Was that just in Marsh?
Jin, number 31, Brooklyn Spinelli, and number 3, Beatrice Campo.
All right, fans, welcome back to the action here at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield in the Under 14 Girls Final as we kick off the second half of action with Markham trailing 2-0 to LFC IA Mississauga. The teams have switched sides. Markham work left to right across your screen in the white kits, black shorts. And they look to work their way out of a 2-0 deficit here against Liverpool in the red kits, white numbering on the back. But here come Liverpool once again. Reyes whipping the ball through the middle. Gardanis onto it. Big save by Malala, and she quickly scoops up the rebound before any further damage could come. Well, Gardanis has the second goal in the match for Mississauga, and she nearly had a second one to her name with that chance. Anna Jin coming in as a substitute here, taking Reyes out, so Jin setting up that opportunity for Gardanis, who takes the striking position up front. Varga getting a bit of a rest now for Mississauga as she takes some time on the bench. Markham trying to create here with Dennis in possession. Dennis drops that to Smith, trying to go back to Dennis, but it was broken up. And now Gardanis takes control for Mississauga. Gardanis has support presenting in the form of Jin, but it was a pass that was misstruck and taken away. Tudor stays onside, and she leads the charge here for Markham. Whips the cross in intended for Stockwell, but that's not clear. Lee Wing gets the header for Markham to keep the play alive. Oh, botched clearance. Stockwell shoots! And a good save there as McEnany stood tall and took that opportunity away from Harlow Stockwell. The drop kick into the rafters. They'll do it again off a drop ball. As McEnany will try it again. Battling for possession, Gardanis. Short touch there to Pang. Pang over to Jin. Jin's got some space to run, but a initial missed touch. She quickly recovers. Draws the cross in, and a little bit awkward from Malala. She missed it with her hands, but made the save with her left thigh, knocking it out for the corner. That leg just getting to the ball, which somehow evaded her arms. Have a look at the replay here. That's the initial misstep by Jin, but look at the quick cut to create the opportunity. Draws the cross, and there you can see Malala missed with her arms, but got it with her leg to knock it out for the corner. Impending corner here from Jessica Pang. Draws the in-swinger. Back post, headed over top the goal, and out for a goal kick. As elevating for that chance was Silu Meng. The biggest soccer event in the world is coming to our country and province in 2026, and we want you to be a part of it. With BMO as the title partner, Generation 26 is a bold initiative designed to bring the game to every corner of Ontario, with a full calendar of events and initiatives running through the summer of 2026 and beyond. Learn more at ontariosoccer.net/gen26. Here goes Stockwell trying to streak in, closed down at the last second by defenders before she could generate a clean shooting opportunity. Ball goes out of touch. It'll be a throw in here for Markham, as they seem to have found some life here to start the second half. Opening 5 minutes, they've had some good jump in their step. They've created a couple of threatening looks, and now Dennis continues to work into the attacking third. But that ball cleared away by Meng, as she's been sound defensively today for Mississauga. Wright plays that one over to Osiello. Controlled here by Lee Wing. Into the middle for Smith. Smith looking back to the far wing. She opts to try push ahead for Stockwell. Didn't quite work out, but there she is with the header, as Smith trying to keep play alive here for Markham. Stepping up was Osiello, and maybe a missed decision there, as now Gardanis trying to get past the defenders, and Gardanis draws a foul. The Markham fans don't like it, saying it was soft. They feel like their girls have had similar exchanges and not benefited from the whistle. But in this instance, Mississauga get the call, and they'll have a free kick opportunity with Blake Shepard over top the ball. 3-player wall sets up to defend the kick. 6 red jerseys in and around the penalty area. Shepard goes for goal, and that just dips over the bar, out for a goal kick. Well, good range shown there from Blake Shepard with that free kick opportunity. Have another look. As you can see, just the slimmest of margins over top the net for the goal kick. Malala really had to track that closely. Tudor receiving it. Nice job to bring it down and control. She's closed immediately by Jin. Pang providing the extra support as it's played up to the half, and Noel gets to it first for Mississauga. Brought down by DeLuca. Controlled here by Meng. Pushed further wide where Macri opens it up out to the wing. Cutting back inside Shepard. Good decision there. Pang, she's looking to turn the attack. Jin Cuts inside. Jin, shot attempt. Malala off a single bounce, able to make the save clean. Good drop kick by Malala as she picks out Stockwell. Stockwell turns inside the defender. Makes the pass to Tudor, who splits the D. This could be a break. Tudor shoots. Oh, big save! Malaya McKenney with her best save of the match so far. As McKenney comes up with a quality stop, but then a yellow card shown here to Stockwell. And I'm not sure if that's something she said. I'm not sure what the cause of this was. Would love to get a look at the replay of the opportunity, because maybe we'll see something either in the lead up or after. But McKenney with her best save of the match, without question, on that break for Stockwell. Well, it's an indirect kick, so to that extent, I would think it would be dissent or something to that nature that drew the yellow card for Stockwell. Maybe feeling hard done by, like a foul should have been called in her favor on that lead up. Regardless, play continuing on here in the 48th minute. Gardanis trying to feed the ball forward. That's broken up. Noel was the player who got beat on that break for Stockwell. Jumping up, but there she makes a good defensive decision and plays it over to Mang. Macri. There you see Stockwell in the 48th minute getting the yellow card. As now it's controlled by Dennis. Quick little ball ahead intended for Stockwell. As Harlow Stockwell trying to make the impact. And played ahead that time by Liverpool's Spinelli, but a foul called there and a free kick will come for Markham. Get a look at the replay of that free kick. The foul committed by Peng. Ball brought ahead here by Wright. She tries to chip it forward. Met there by the defensive foot from DeLuca. Both teams battling for possession through the midfield. Controlled by Campbell. Shepard drops back for Macri. Over to Shepard working the flank. Campbell making the run, but nice defending that time by Violet Phillips as she knocks it out for the throw. Gardanis. She's got the goal that made it 2-0. Plays ahead for Campbell, but quickly out for another Mississauga throw. So Macri looking for some movement off the ball. Plays it in towards the penalty area. Nicely dealt with by the defender in Ocielo. As now Meng steps up to take control for Liverpool. Nice touch by Macri. Opens up a little bit of space before it's met by the defensive volley of Wright. Tudor running onto the ball. She's been speedy. She's been creative, but that time unable to get it going. Ball out of touch. Mississauga will get a throw here in front of their own bench. But before that, we'll get a substitution for Markham.
Markham SC, number 96, Angelina Rose DiCarlo.
So DiCarlo back into the match for Markham, the call-up player for them, as she takes out Athena Skoutakis. Gardanis. Ball taken away nicely that time as Wright pushes it forward. Dennis trying to cut back inside. It's been a tough match today for Dennis. That kind of unfortunate breaks haven't gone her way today. Maybe a microcosm of Markham's game and the lack of luck they've had at times. See if they can turn that around here in the second half. They started the opening 5 minutes with good pace, but since Mississauga have kind of taken the pace of this game back and are playing firmly in control. That ball, however, out of touch, and Markham will get a throw after Spinelli tried to play it forward. Smith, right, under pressure. Play stays alive here with Jin in control. Spinelli, nice touch. Gardanis trying to get it back to Jin. Gardanis getting the block on that long ball attempt, and out for another Markham throw-in. Jin, enough of a touch to direct it over to DeLuca. As closing in on it there was Farah. Or check that was Campbell. Ball tracking over to the far corner where Campbell continues to pace on Phillips. Campbell comes away with it. Campbell trying to turn past the defender. Gets inside positioning but couldn't open much more than that. Shepard now in control, dancing over top the ball. Shepard still in possession as she draws back for Macri. Macri, her cross headed away by Smith. DeLuca with a touch to keep it alive for Mississauga. Into the middle here for Pang. She's got Spinelli opening up out wide. Spinelli's left-footed cross back towards the middle. Only a half clearance from Markham as Dennis can't get it past Shepard. Shepard touching ahead for Pang. Jin in through the middle. Shepard running onto it. Shepard's left-footed attempt, that's blocked. Jin, she'll try the right-footed volley, but a bit of a knuckler and never made clean contact. DeLuca stepping up, stepping on it, and keeping the play and pressure alive right now for Liverpool. Spinelli on the overlap. Jin let her have it, but Spinelli couldn't hold it, and now Markham in control. Smith pushing that forward just out of the reach of Lee Wing. Controlled, nice touch by DeLuca. Little 1-2 is in control now is Pang. She wanted the shot, she's got the range from there, but closed down before she could unleash it. Dennis, her through ball. Noel gets a piece of it, enough to direct it to Spinelli. And now Pang tries to play it back. Jin quickly hustling to retrieve that loose ball. Jin through the middle. Crossed wires on that one as no one in red making the run. And Molela will possess for Markham. Molela's drop kick just evades the drapes, and it's picked up now by Lee Wing off a fortuitous bounce from Markham. Here goes Dennis. Dennis, again, just that kind of tough luck today. You saw it with that touch along the line. Didn't quite break the way she wanted. Her team does get a throw, though. Dennis trying to keep it in. It's out, and now Mississauga have possession. Got a rogue toddler making a run for it on the far balcony. There you see him go past the Gatorade sign. And a reminder that today's Gary Miller Charity Shield is fueled by Gatorade. Scientifically formulated so that your toddler never stops running. Here goes DeLucia as she plays it, DeLuca, she plays it ahead for Campbell. Campbell trying the cross, but out for a corner. Well, maybe not, as referee seems to have overruled AR1. And now referee realizes, and it will be a corner kick. So Mississauga have had a significant edge in corners throughout this match, and as we approach the third quarter break, about 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter, we'll be sure to get you some updated stats at the break. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and download the My Soccer app powered by BMO. Good cross in from the corner, headed away by Lee Wing, but the danger still present as Smith can't clear it. Top of the area, Shepard shoots, big rebound, still loose, Jin shoots, and it's out for a goal kick. A great first save by Molela, and then the second chance fell to Jin. As Anna Jin, have a look at the replay. The first shot from Shepard, Gardanis there, but Jin receiving the rebound and couldn't get it on target. Markham will make a substitution here as Lee Wing comes out of the match. And we restart with the goal kick. Smith trying to play that one forward. Turned over, and here go Mississauga. Shepard, her looping through ball, dealt with by a defender, and knocked out for a Mississauga throw. But before any of that, an offside, so it'll be a kick to Markham. There you see the substitution, Lee Wing coming out of the match. Kaletsis coming in for Markham. So Kaletsis taking an attacking position up front. We'll see if she can make an impact here and draw Markham back within one. Off the restart, though, Shepard takes control. Shepard looking for options, cuts through the middle, tries to draw that over to Pang. Broken up as Kaletsis, her first touch, and it's promptly ripped away from her. Campo wins her team. No, it's a throw-in for Markham. As Campo a little bit miffed by that one. But play continues on with Dennis in control. Dennis trying to cut past Shepard. Dennis plays it up the wing for Stockwell, who does, well, late flag, but it is out of play and out for a Mississauga throw. The toddler is now trying to assist our camera operator, Fran. So this young man's got a bright future. He's running laps. He's trying to learn the business side of the broadcast operations. He's definitely had his share of Gatorade today. From the drop kick, Markham intercepted as McCannany's kick initially turned over, but now Gardanis in control. Gardanis cutting back through the center of the penalty area, initially blocked out. She continues to work the near side edge. Jin, her cross, nothing doing initially. Markham bounce it around, volley it around, and now knock it out for a throw. Gardanis earns Mississauga another throw deep in the attacking third. As Mississauga just taking pace and energy out of this match, content to defend this 2-0 lead, but holding possession to the point where Markham are struggling to generate real significant attacks. There's a look as Mississauga just hold possession through the back line here. Macri playing it ahead, but they're not just holding it through the back line. They use the back line to push forward. And in this instance, Smith able to intercept, and now Markham try to get something going as that touch from Kaletsis found a teammate in Dennis before it was turned back to Kaletsis. Jin, her ball blocked. Good step up that time by Farah. Shepard, Campo trying to cut inside here for Mississauga. Campo gets around the first defender, being closed down quickly there by Osiello. Shepard, loose ball, Spinelli taking on DiCarlo. Pang draws the right-footed shot, but never challenges the keeper as it's out for a goal kick. And that'll be the third quarter break. So through 60 minutes of play, it's Liverpool FC International Academy Mississauga 2, Markham 0. Get a look at the third quarter break stats. And Markham generating some shots on target here in the third quarter too, but they continue to be dominated in the statistical categories. Shots on target, corner attempts. Getting a little chippier now. 9 fouls combined between the two teams, but ultimately Mississauga firmly in control, up 2-0 at the break. Before we take our break, let's get in a quick sponsor read here for O'Neill's Sportswear, a leading organization, a leading supplier globally to grassroots sports organizations and professional clubs alike. With over 100 years of expertise, O'Neill's is Ontario Soccer's official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill's Sportswear. Live for it. We'll step aside, third quarter break, fourth quarter of action coming up next to wrap up the Under-14 Girls Final at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield.
I had a dream. I got everything I want. Now that you take. And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare. So anyone.
Then when Jordan's bigger, he'll implant this device in his chest. And if necessary, they can reactivate the heart.
How was your day, guys?
Yeah, I got it.
I feel honored being selected for Team Ontario, and I feel like privileged.
People thought that I had something to contribute to this team, and that means a lot.
There's a lot of hard work and dedication that leads into this.
It's a really nice reward for all the hard work that all of us put in.
Okay, girls, it's all yours.
And it's nice to see all the work that everyone puts in to produce talent in this province.
I felt great. I felt like I made it to another step in my life, and I just want to keep on getting better and show what I can do.
I've always wanted to be on the team, so it's really exciting.
Not every kid has the chance to be here and play for Team Ontario, so I'm really proud of myself.
It's super cool to represent where I grew up, and obviously my goal is to go as far as possible. So I was just really excited because this is a really good first step.
It was really exciting, and I was really happy to find out when I got the email.
It feels quite awesome, honestly. It's a great experience.
I feel like I get to perform and show my talents to everyone here watching and Ontario Soccer.
I'm really appreciative. I really like this program, and it's amazing here. I really like it.
Walking in, seeing our names above our jersey, I've done some stadium tours, and it literally felt right like that. It felt like we were professional players.
It felt like a pro experience.
It felt really professional.
It was very professional and stuff. I've seen it on TV and stuff, so it was that.
It felt like I was walking into a professional team's change room, and then I'm about to play in a professional game.
It felt like I was kind of like a professional, with all my teammates.
It was a really nice experience just to hype us up, maybe get us ready for the game even more.
I'm excited for the games, the results, and to make friendships with the new teammates I have.
Substitutions.
All right, let's kick off the fourth quarter of action here in the Under-14 Girls Final at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield.
Substitutions for LFC.
With Mississauga up 2-0 over Markham. Mississauga in the red kits working right to left across your screen. Markham in the white and black kits as they try find something here in the final 20 minutes of play to change the outcome and prevent the dream season with the storybook ending for Liverpool FC International Academy Mississauga. Ball played back to the keeper, Malella. Quick touch out, but closing down with pace there is Ventura. Good job to advance it on as Kendall Phillips back into the game now for Markham. Dishing that one ahead for DeLuca. Possession turned over. Soleil Noel will come up with it for Mississauga. As Noel starting the breakout, and now it's controlled by Pang. Back to Noel. Advances up here for Ventura. Ventura cutting through the middle. She opens up a lane. Tries to thread the needle with that through ball. Initially blocked out, but Pang retains possession for Mississauga. Advances that one forward for Spinelli. Cleared away nicely by Kendall Phillips. And now Noel takes possession. Pushing it wide to the right flank. Intercepted as Lee Wing plays a good ball ahead for Stockwell. Stockwell running, makes the through ball. Tudor tries to bring it down, but the flag goes up. Good step there by the defender Noel to catch her offside. And that puts an end to the break for Markham. As Harper Tudor's been a good presence up front today for Markham, but that time she gets caught offside. Ventura looking for the overlap option and picks her out in Spinelli. Spinelli, left-footed ball ahead for Varga. She stays onside. Shoots! Big save by Malella as she dives down to her right to parry that out for the corner. Well, Hannah Varga opened the scoring in the first quarter, and she nearly doubled her personal tally there with that attempt. Mississauga setting up for the corner as Jessica Pang gets set to take the in-swinger. Pang delivers a quality ball. Malella off her line to punch it clear. Some contact. Referee thought about whistling it down, but play continues. And then a foul committed as Tudor did well to come over, keep the play alive, and draw the contact. Ball not clear. Shepard does well to keep it in before it travels across the line in front of the Mississauga bench. They'll move it all the way up to the half. Stockwell tries to advance it forward with the flick on. Noel with only a half clearance. Fiona Smith hustling hard. She's had a fantastic performance today for Markham through the midfield, and always tough to be on the wrong side of a scoreline, but Smith has individually played a real standout effort of a match today. Pang, she's been equally as good today for Mississauga through the midfield, but that time continuing to battle for possession against DiCarlo, getting physical there, and that's out for a Mississauga throw. Off the header. DiCarlo comes away with it. Not for long, though. DeLuca. Varga. Nice touch to Pang. Finds the overlap. Controlled by Ventura. She steps over. Tries to center in front. There's the attempt. As pushing it wide was Reyes. Maybe a little surprised it fell to her because I think the intended target there was Varga. But Reyes ends up with it on her foot and misses the attempt wide for the goal kick. The restart. Tudor comes away with it here. Clattering tackle, and Tudor gets fouled, and a free kick here for Markham. 66th minute of action. They need something here. As the ball gets played on by Tudor. Brought down initially by Dennis. Lee wing. Now controlled by Smith. Left-footed attempt from distance, but it would take something special from that range. And that was a very routine save for McEnany. McEnany's made one real phenomenal save in this match. She hasn't been overly tested, as you had a good look at her there. But when needed, she's come up with a clutch save. Here goes Varga trying the shot to the near post, spills the rebound, and it's buried on the second chance opportunity. Have a look at the replay to make it 3-0 for Mississauga. Varga with the initial shot. Reyes follows it up and puts it home. And Alia Reyes, who's had chance after chance, generated opportunity after opportunity, is rewarded with the tap-in on the rebound. And it's all Mississauga in this one, now leading 3-0. DeLuca ahead for Varga. They're going to continue to press. Here goes Pang. Through ball looking for Reyes again. But this time Malala off her line collects it clean. Well, tough there on the third goal. That's one Malala would probably like to have back after the initial save, but spilling the rebound far enough away for Reyes to collect. And it looks like it's going to be a fairy tale finish today for Liverpool FC International Academy Mississauga. Up 3-0 here in the Under-14 Girls Final of the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. Spinelli continues to work towards the attacking third. Broken up that time by Fiona Smith. Laying it over to DiCarlo, the call-up. Closed down by DeLuca. She comes away with it. She's had a great game today for Mississauga, but there DeLuca got clipped at the end of that sequence, and she's a little slow to get back to her feet. Soleil Noel doing a great job locking down the back line today for Mississauga. Really only beat once. It was the one clean opportunity Markham got on the break chance for Stockwell that forced the big notable save from McEnany. There's a through ball. Pang trying to advance it on, but she's closed down. 69th minute of action as it's knocked out for a Markham throw. There you get a look at the Liverpool bench, and they've got to feel good about where their team sits right now. As Varga, who's had herself a phenomenal game, but that time her through ball broken up. We'll get substitutions momentarily, but I think they might have to wait to the next stoppage. Maybe not. Referee urges play to continue. It's quickly knocked back out, and now we'll get the substitutions as Markham will make a change.
Markham SC substitution entering the field, number 16.
Juliana Petta into the match and taking Aislinn Farah out.
Mississauga substitution entering the field, number 15, Trinity Towers.
Trinity Towers comes into the game for the first time today for Mississauga, taking out Sophia Macri, who played a great game in the right back position. Liverpool are going to try and make a second substitution here.
Number 8, Carmen Porco.
As Carmen Porco back into the match, and Jessica Pang will be substituted out, and Pang had herself a tremendous game today for Mississauga. She led the way at both ends of the pitch. She was absolutely masterful in setting up some of those goals and just leading the way as a presence all day long for Liverpool. From the throw, trying to work into the area was Varga. She has to retreat to the touchline. Plays it over to Shepard. Tees up the shot. That's blocked by Wright. They continue to press as Porco in possession. Stripped away from her and out for a throw. Today's Gary Miller Charity Shield has been fueled by Gatorade, scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Loose ball controlled by Meng, but she'll knock it out and it'll go for a Markham throw. So final 10 minutes of this under 14 girls final at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. And now down 3-0. Hard to see a way back for Markham in this one. Here go Mississauga trying to add to the tally. Ventura in possession. They've had the bulk of possession throughout this match, no question, as Shepard continues to control. Ventura, nice little back heel to create some space. Shepard, good little 1-2 with DeLuca. She tries the shot. Why not? She's had a great game. She's been so unselfish today. She's earned herself that attempt. From the goal kick restart. No clear-cut possession, but now it is controlled by Mississauga after that tidy play by Trinity Towers. Shepard. Closed down by Dennis. Towers stepping into it. Towers plays ahead for Varga. Touches wide. Nice job here by Porco. Draws the cross in front. Oh, and it just crosses the line as Ventura gets the goal. Malala got a big piece of it, and with my bated breath, I waited to see if she could parry it past the post and out. But unfortunately for Malala and Markham, it's off her fingertips. Have a look, the slightest of touches, and then all Malala can do is look up in a helpless position after giving her best effort.
LFC IA Mississauga.
As Mississauga add their 4th goal of the match on that tally from Gabby Ventura. 72nd minute, Ventura gets the goal.
Substitution for LFC IA Mississauga, entering the game, number 12, Victoria Gardanis.
As Gardanis back into the match now, replacing Shepard. And it's going to be that fairy tale season for Mississauga coming to fruition here at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield Finals. Tudor controls for Markham as she plays it ahead, but unable to get to that one was Stockwell. Quickly turning, Ventura, she wants more. Ventura leads it ahead there for Gardanis. Cutting, trying to get inside on Phillips. Smith clears it, and that's out for a throw. Well, we've got 3 more matches on the schedule for today. And up next, it's going to be the under-16 boys final between Ottawa South United and Pickering FC. That kickoff slated for 12 noon Eastern, so make sure you tune in to the broadcast and check out the My Soccer app powered by BMO for all the exclusive content that you can only find on the app, including these tremendous post-match player of the game interviews led by our very own Ben Lungo, as he's pulling double duty, wearing at least 3 hats here this weekend. And doing it all on a bum leg too. MVP of the weekend. Let's give it up for Ben and all the team from Ontario Soccer, all the volunteers and staff, and of course our technical crew doing a great job all weekend long. 8 matches in total here at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield Finals, as we are almost through our first match of the day on day number 2. 4-0 Mississauga lead this one over Markham, and we remind you that soon another deserving team will engrave their name into OPDL history and hoist the beautiful brand new Gary Miller Charity Shield Trophy, artfully crafted by Nothers the Awards Store. Have a look at the replay of that last sequence and the foul committed by Varga on Smith. So a free kick now to come for Markham. And we'll get back to that Nothers read after this free kick. Wright steps up, delivers it. That's tracking towards the goal, but easily handled there by the keeper, McEnany. For more than 50 years, Nothers the Award Store has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. That ball crossed in, but across the line for a goal kick. We're going to get another substitution here for Mississauga. As the call-up, Sienna Pelliciotta will come into the match, replacing Hannah Varga. And what a great game from Varga. She scored the opening goal of the match back in the first quarter at the 20th minute mark. She was a constant threat throughout the match, setting her teammates up. And Varga goes to the bench with a hero's welcome and hugs all around. As Pelliciotta takes her position up front, and a nice nod for the call-up to get some time here late in the match. Ball played ahead. Reyes, she's got options here. Reyes carrying it forward. Gardanis couldn't get the touch ahead of the defender Phillips. Ventura brings it down, thought about volleying it. Now tees up the strike. That's off of Phillips. Pelliciotta in the vicinity, but she couldn't make a play on it. And it's out for a Mississauga throw. From the throw, quickly knocked right back out. Mississauga will take their time getting this in. As from the toss, Pelliciotta tries to feed across through, but that's blocked by DiCarlo. Off of Pelliciotta and out for a goal kick. We're going to get another substitution here for Mississauga, and this ceremonial more than anything. As Malia McKennedy comes out of the match, and Gabriella DiPede, the other call-up player for Mississauga, the backup keeper, she'll come into the match to close this one out. So McKennedy leaves with the clean sheet, and for all intents and purposes we'll get that as DiPede takes over the goal for Mississauga. So the two call-ups getting some action late here in this match. And they can officially say they helped contribute to the championship effort today on the pitch. Well, speaking of contributing, Porco leading the way as she dishes that one off to Reyes. Reyes trying to cut back, or excuse me, that was Ventura who tried to cut it back inside. Porco on it now. Dennis able to strip it away. Nice job there by Dennis. She chips ahead. Tudor. Markham trying to get something going, trying to break that clean sheet if they can. DiCarlo takes possession now. DiCarlo has to retreat. Ball played up the line as Tudor contending along with Stockwell, and it's out for a Mississauga, a Markham throw. As I think one of the photographers down there may have taken that ball. From the restart, Mississauga hold possession with Noel. Final moments of this match as the celebration impending now for Liverpool. Spinelli. Pelliciotta trying to track that ball down. She did so, but it went out for a goal kick. Malala plays it out. Phillips into the middle for Lee Wing. Tries to split through the D. Tudor checking two, but Reyes gets to it first. Gardanis. Pelliciotta unable to catch that one. Noel with pressure on her back from Stockwell. Noel under pressure does well to dish it off to Meng. Meng right back to Noel, and now she's got time and space. Noel up the line for Spinelli. Spinelli tracks over to the attacking side of half. Gardanis brought it down, but out of the range of her teammate Pelliciotta. Smith We await to see how much added time we'll have here from the fourth official as DeLuca pokes it away from Lee Wing. And we'll have a minimum of 2 minutes of added time to be played here to wrap up the under-14 girls final at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield.
2 minutes added time.
Noel slowing it down, waiting for the celebration to begin. Spinelli touches ahead. Gardanis, slight touch, but no one there in red. Tudor. Spinelli spins over top of it and loses it to DiCarlo. Tudor. Smith. Ventura takes it away. She's got one of the 4 goals today for Mississauga. 4 different goal scorers in this match. Dennis. The return to Smith broken up. Midway mark of the minimum 2 minutes played gone. Here goes Porco. Her ball. Too far for Gardanis and easily picked up by the keeper Malella. DeLuca. Noel. Back over to Meng. Mississauga just controlling here as Towers plays that one forward. She gets it right back. Stripped away by Dennis. Dennis can't feed it through to Stockwell. Broken up, but Tudor quickly retrieves. Markham desperate to make a positive impact here before the final whistle, but time not on their side now. Phillips. Lee Wing ahead for Dennis. Dennis trying to take the defender in Meng, but Meng's been so solid back there today for Mississauga. And once again, she can't get beaten. The final whistle sounds, and that'll do it. The storybook season capped off with a fairy tale ending for Liverpool FC International Academy Mississauga, as they are your 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield champions in the under-14 girls division. The final score in this one, Liverpool 4, Markham 0, 4 different goal scores, and what a performance today from Liverpool FC Mississauga. Get a look at your full-time match stats, and there you see it, domination across the board, 21 shot attempts to 5, 11 shots on target, converting in 4 goals, 4 corners to no corners, a combined total of 12 fouls between the two teams, just 1 caution issued in the match. But the real story, the absolute beauty of teamwork, the absolute unity today shown by Liverpool International Academy Mississauga as they come out with 4 different goal scores to win 4-0 in this under-14 girls final at the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield. Well, before we wrap things up, we'll be checking in pitch side in a few moments. But before we get to that, a few thank yous need to be said as well. Today's Gary Miller Charity Shield was fueled by Gatorade. With a proven blend of carbs and electrolytes, Gatorade is scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, and refuel after the match. Thank you again to our proud partners for today's event, our premier partners, Toronto FC and the Canadian Premier League, our program partners, Gatorade, as well as our premier partners, BMO and Circle K, official apparel and equipment partner, O'Neill Sportswear, and supporters, Respect in Sport, and Nothers the Award Store. Ontario Soccer would also like to thank Domino's for stepping up big time and providing the pizza for both the athlete pizza party and the staff and volunteers over the course of the Gary Miller Charity Shield weekend. Be sure to check out Domino's on Pine Valley and Highway 7 in Vaughan. Tell them Ontario Soccer sent you. You can see the graphic in the bottom left corner. Up next, second of our 4 matches on the day. It's the under-16 boys final between Ottawa South United and Pickering FC. But before we get to that, we'll have the medal and trophy presentation here in the under-14 girls final. And of course, before the trophy presentation, we've got to tease our exclusive content that you can find only on the My Soccer app powered by BMO. And for that, it'll be the post-game interview with our player of the match from Liverpool International Academy FC Mississauga, Hannah Varga. She opened up the scoring in the 20th minute. She was a constant threat throughout the match, and a great choice there for your player of the match. So head over to the App Store, download the My Soccer app today, and get that exclusive post-match player of the game interview with Ben and Hannah Varga from the winning squad, Liverpool International Academy Mississauga. On behalf of our great broadcast crew, my name's Nico Cardarelli. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back at 12 noon with the Under-16 Boys Final as you've been watching the 2025 Gary Miller Charity Shield.
Let's give a huge round of applause to both teams for an outstanding league season and thrilling performance in today's OPDL Gary Miller Charity Shield match. You've made your clubs proud and given us a match to remember. Assisting with the awards presentation are special guests, Head Coach National Development Centre Ontario, Melissa Big, and from AFC Toronto, players Sonia Walk and Sarah Strategakis. Before we celebrate the players,
will implant a device that can reactivate Jordan's heart.
I bet you thought that was going to hit me. The Gary Miller Charity Shield silent auction is now live on opdl.ca. Scan the QR code on the screen to see all the amazing items. Let's help raise money for SickKids and other charities at this year's event. Auction ends Sunday at 9 p.m.